Shalom, shalom. All praises, honor, and glory going to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you occupants out there pushing this truth with all honesty and sincerity by way of the highways and byways, going down the streets, teaching and preaching. Also, shalom to you very few sisters, you aquafters out there listening and learning. This is your brother Nayap, and I'm back with another news update. This is real quick. This is probably only like 5-10 minutes long, max. So this is for fair use. I wasn't able to pick up any more videos, or the videos that I did pick up, for some reason they didn't record. Like, I have a screen recording of one. Matter of fact, how can I go to I don't know how to go to screen recording. So long. Movies. Okay. Recorded screenshots. This is just documents. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna play this first. This is for fair use. And for educational purposes only, fair use. And for educational purposes only, this is not for any kinds of monetary gain. So yeah, it's for educational purposes only. I was gonna say, right before I play this as well, some videos on TikTok that TikTok not letting me download. Just, I guess, for the fact that people videos are undownloadable. You know what I'm saying? So. La prisión, lo están tratando como si estuviéramos presos, no están tratando como si ellos nos tenemos que poner las manos en la cadera, nunca, como si estuviéramos en el escapador. Nos están tratando, ayer nos quitan la ropa, no le dan tiempo a uno a comer, le dan 3 minutos. Los oficiales te hablan como si uno estuviera preso, te faltan el respeto, tratando que uno le responda para atrás, para tomar acciones violentas contra uno. Y también ahora lo han cambiado a todo el mundo, todos los días nos cambian, a las 3 de la mañana se mueven para aquí, se mueven para allá, y casi no te dejan dormir. Es como una tortura mental que estás usando para ver si alguien se revela o se revira, para entonces ellos usar la violencia. Los baños nos están dando una vez, 2, 3 veces a la semana, un lunes, a veces que no, ellos como tienen, se mueven de aquí para allá, a veces uno se mete 2 y 3 días sin bañar, no dejan tener las toallas. Yo mismo tengo los pies, los dedos dentro de los pelos, estoy cogiendo hongos, tengo hongos. Y las enfermeras, para entonces, como hay mala ubicación y siempre lo estamos viendo, la medicina la cogemos tarde de la noche. Yo mismo tengo la presión alta y tengo que estar tomando mi medicina regularmente por la mañana, la tomo como a las 10, a las 11, no hay un horario fijo. Y de por ahí para allá que puedo, es terrible lo que estamos pasando. Yo le digo a este como una obra de perro, porque eso es lo que es una obra de perro. De la prisión nos están tratando como si estuviéramos presos, no están tratando como si ellos nos tenemos que poner las manos en la cadera, ¿no? So there you go, man. You know, that's how, they treating, fungus in between the toes, can't sleep, don't get to sleep, you're always getting moved around, they always stabbing you up. It's hell in there, man. Cold ass showers, might get a shower, might not. No towels, and you on steel. You in a cage. They trying to make you on the edge you know, trying to be violent, so then you can go ahead and get your ass beat by all of them. You know, it's like at that point you might as well get your ass fucking beat and die. You know, living through that bullshit. But yeah, man. You know, man, that's some harsh conditions, man. But you gotta, you know, brothers gotta know, man. You know, when them circumstances start happening, man, you ain't gonna have y'all Bashim Yahushua, man, to go ahead and be with you in them days. You know, so then you could be delivered. You know, it's fucked up, man. You know, it pisses me off. But at the same time, man, hey, the Lord got this going. You know, this is movie, so. But let's go on to here, because I don't have that many. I think I can start from. Okay, I think we seen that. I don't think we seen this.
A whites-only community could be coming to Missouri in 2025, and yes, you are hearing me correctly. An actual group called Return to the Land is trying to build a segregated whites-only town near Springfield, Missouri. And this isn't parody, and this is not satire. This is happening in America right now. The founder says that they want to return to their roots, but come on, guys, let's be real. This isn't about heritage. This is about hate. This is about building a safe space for white supremacy under the guise of community. And what's even more disturbing, these people feel so fucking emboldened these days that they're not even hiding it anymore. They're openly promoting racial segregation like it's normal, like this country didn't literally fight an actual civil war to end this bullshit. This is what happens when politicians feed the lie that diversity is the problem. This is what happens when you have people in power pushing the idea that America was better when it was whiter. They want to isolate. They want to indoctrinate. They want to raise their kids in a world where no one challenges their racism, their ignorance, or their twisted version of history. Where is the national outrage? Because if they succeed here, this won't be the last. It'll literally be the blueprint. We are watching the normalization of white nationalism one community at a time. And if you're not disturbed by that, you're either racist yourself or you're just not paying attention.
I'm in New York City. I got all lit up last night. I saw Hulk Hogan's Scores sports bar right down the street next to Madison Square Garden. Everybody in New York City is drinking real American beer. So what you gonna do?
We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch.
These are human beings. The mayor has decided, like Donald Trump, they deserve no humanity at all.
Hey guys, behind me is 26 Federal Plaza, and by now you've probably seen the video from inside. This was shared with us by the New York Immigration Coalition. It shows more than a dozen people sleeping on the floor of a room that advocates say is not meant to be a detention center. And the release of this video has prompted some sharp criticism from two guys who are pretty big watchdogs of City Hall, the New York City Controller, Brad Lander.
I just want to be clear. What creates a disruption is ICE agents waiting in the hallways outside courtrooms to abduct people who are doing what they've been ordered by a judge to do.
And the public advocate, Jamani Williams.
These are human beings. The mayor has decided, like Donald Trump, they deserve no humanity at all. You've seen the videos, you've seen the pictures. It is very disturbing.
The Silicon Valley push to breed super babies. Okay. That is the headline in the Washington Post, just came out recently.
That's one hell of a headline.
It's the headline got my attention. It details Orchid Health, which is a fertility startup that is the first to say it can sequence the entire genome of a would-be baby, all the DNA in a future person before it's even implanted. So it tests for 1,200 rare disorders, and, Gail, this is the especially controversial part, it gives parents a polygenic risk score for issues like obesity, schizophrenia, dementia, a range of other ailments. So the CEO says what you get is, quote, a generation that gets to be genetically blessed and avoid disease. And this is the truly wild part. The same CEO claims, and this really caught my eye, that this kind of embryo screening is getting so good that in the future it will replace sex as the preferred method of making babies in the world. Quote from the CEO, sex is for fun, embryo screening is for babies.
Trump just signed an executive order that forces people to get hospitalized when they are homeless. This comes after he slashed over $1 billion in grants that the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration had prior to this. They were grants that were added, I believe, around 2019 or 2020 that really was helping people get off the street. And so instead of doing that, he wants to hospitalize people, which will just add to healthcare costs that we already have to pay, as well as make it basically almost like criminal for homeless people to be existing in public. Quote, "There's no question we need to do more to address both homelessness and untreated substance use disorder and mental health conditions in the U.S., Regina LaBelle, director of Addiction and Public Policy Initiative at GW. But she says this is not it.
They hospitalize your ass if you homeless.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump's White House is reportedly furious about the Southpark episode that aired last night that showed Donald Trump in bed with Satan, attacked Paramount, and much more, even though Southpark literally entered into a $1.5 billion deal with Paramount just days before this episode aired. According to Rolling Stone, White House staffers are extremely upset with the Southpark episode. It has been circulated among staffers. People are disenchanted with what Southpark put out. Overall, the mood in the White House because of this episode, according to Rolling Stone, is just not that great. Now, Donald Trump himself has yet to respond. He has not said anything, and I'm sure he's going to bring this up.
I'm going to show you all that video.
At some point in the near future, even whether or not he's asked about it. But right now, White House not happy. So spread the word, read the full article on the Rolling Stone website, subscribe to my Substack at the link in my bio to support, and follow along for all the news you need to know about. More to come very soon.
That boy on some shit, ain't he? He is shutting down everything. At this point, anybody that's poor is getting hit. I ain't gonna lie to you. 2-year limit? Do you know how many motherfuckers is finna be homeless? Granted, it's time for some displacement around here. I'm all for it. Enough to shake up this fucking country. But this, if fucking with the link cards wasn't enough, this for sure is going to be enough. Because at this point, who the fuck's getting Section 8? Now, granted, Section 8 is supposed to be able to help you establish, you know what I'm saying? If you're struggling a little bit, hey, we'll help you with housing, so on and so forth. But this type of change, you know, motherfuckers is on Section 8 and have been on Section 8 their entire fucking life. Their entire life. Like, they have no intentions of whatsoever of getting off of Section 8. Now they gotta get off? What? And find a job? What? This is going to fuck up so much.
It looks like it's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1. I'm
not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes had it about 3.1 as well.
3.1,
3.2. This came from us?
Yes. I don't know who does that.
You're including the market renovation. You just added our entire capital. You just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building.
Well, no, but it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
So it's part of the overall work. So we're going to take a look. We're going to see what's happening, and it's got a long way. Do you expect any more additional cost overruns?
Don't expect.
Hey, Satan!
I don't want to right now.
What? Hey, relax! Come on, Satan, I've been working hard all day.
I don't see why you have to belittle me in front of people like that.
Hey, relax, Doc.
Well, are you on the list or not? It's weird that whenever it comes up, you just tell everyone to relax.
I'm not telling everyone to relax. Relax, Doc.
Is sex the only thing that matters to you?
I love you.
I want to believe that.
So when do you say we shut off that light and get close, huh?
You remind remind me more and more of this other guy I used to date. Like, a lot. Like, you guys are exactly alike.
I love you.
That's what they mad about.
Behind me right now, you can see some of the largest trees in the forest. These are ancient ironwood trees. Once they leave this road, nobody's going to know where these trees are going. We're following them. Let's go. Everybody thinks we should protect the Amazon rainforest in theory, but in practice, local indigenous people are fighting to protect their ancient forests. They're fighting to protect our environment. These are ancient ironwood trees. These are pillars of the rainforest. Some of them are 500, 1,000 years old. So when you're trying to actually protect forests, there's a couple of key questions that you need to answer. For one, how are these people getting access into some of the deepest parts of the rainforest? Who's in control of that land? Next, how is this timber making its way through these dirt roads out onto the Trans-Amazon Highway and onto international markets? These are the crucial questions that you have to answer. These are the questions that we are working to answer in order to support the local indigenous people who are fighting with their lives to protect these forests. The work that Jungle Keepers is doing, employing local indigenous rangers to protect their forests and to find out how to stop this from happening, how to protect the ancient trees from going down, that's what's making the difference.
We followed these trucks down the illegal dirt roads and out onto the Trans-Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's Esau Edom doing this. I mean, like, don't you understand that you're the problem? Your nation of people is the problem. Y'all don't understand that already?
Highway where we actually found the processing facility where these ancient trees were stacked by the hundreds. What happens is they come in with the chainsaws, they cut the trees, and then next come the farmers where they burn the Amazon. If you want to figure out how to change the narrative and save the rainforest, this is the work that has to be done on the ground.
Even if you own 37 acres of land, the government will still control your land. Did y'all know that? Because I didn't know that, and I just walked into the municipal building. Okay, I'm going to put a tiny home on my property. And he immediately said, nope, you can't do that. I was like, what? What are you talking about? I have 37 acres. There's plenty of room to put a tiny home. Nope, you can't do that. You're zoned to have one house on your property. I'm like, dude, my property is massive, okay? And this is for my kids' future, to have a tiny home. Ultimately, I want three little tiny homes in the back corner of our property. Nope, you can't do that. What do you mean you can't do that? No. Zoning is planned for. I'm like, what plans does the government have for my property? I don't understand what you're saying to me. And you could tell this guy had never gotten any pushback because I was pushing back. Like, you're telling me I can't put a tiny home on my property for my children to live in when they're 18, 19, 20, young adults. What are you talking about? No, it's not zoned for that. Okay, so rezone it. And then he's like, well, there's a floodplain here. And I was like, he said 100-year floodplain. I said, well, what year are we on? He couldn't tell me. He's like, it doesn't work like that. I was like, what do you mean? What year are we on? Because we put a drain tile in, so I know it's not flooding back there, okay? So what year is your 100-year floodplain plan? On the map of my property, I can tell you it doesn't flood right here. It doesn't work like that. I'm like, then how does it freaking work, okay? So you're telling me the 100-year floodplain plan is really forever floodplain plan, according to what you guys think about my own property. Is that what you're telling me? And then he's like, well, you have to rezone, but they're not going to approve you. I was like, why wouldn't they approve me? It's my property. So it's absolute madness. And let me tell you, he was speechless. And then he ended up giving me contact information to rezone my property so that way I could ultimately build at least one other home on my land. What the actual F? I had no idea. I thought I was going to go in there and just say, like, give me the form so I can build a tiny home. And they're like, nope. Watch. Wait, I will come back to you because guarantee you. The hill I die on is when I'm building 3 tiny homes on my 5-acre plot that I rezoned so that my 3 children can have a space on our family compound. I'm not settling. God bless y'all. Even if you own 37 acres of land, the government will still...
Yep. So, yeah. Esau is falling, man. With that, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom.